Baseball, the soundtrack of America. Yet some of its greatest songs and some of its greatest legends were nearly silenced. So they created their own song instead, with their own teams, on their own stages, and with powerful instruments, showcased a symphony of greatness. Tempo, power, style. Pitchers who threw so fast, you'd swear you could hear the seam sing. Hitters whose thunderous percussions made baseballs disappear into the night sky. Players who were pitch perfect. They played for pride, for a tomorrow not promised. In perfect rhythm, for the love of the game. And though the box scores fade, their legacies will not. Their song is one of history, of perseverance, of courage. These are the legends. These are their stories. This is the Negro Leagues. One of the little-known factoids about the Negro Leagues, and I think it's something that gives baseball fans an understanding of the immediate impact that the Negro Leagues had on Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson breaks the color barrier in 1947, is the fact that from 1949 through 1959, 9 of 11 National League MVPs were former Negro League stars. Well, the great Roy Campanella won 3 of those MVPs.
Roy Campanella aims to catch the flying Phils as he blasts a tremendous three-bagger to right center field.
Campy, as he was affectionately known, started his legendary professional baseball career, believe it or not, as a 15-year-old kid catching for a semi-pro team called the Bacharach Giants. He was so impressive that he would later join the Baltimore Elite Giants. Can you imagine a 15-year-old kid catching professionally? But as I tell folks, Roy Campanella was not your typical 15-year-old. Hall of Famer Raleigh Biz Mackey would take a young Roy Campanella under his wing and taught him the art of catching. Roy Campanella would become one of the greatest catchers, not in black baseball history, but in baseball history.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, lefty Rockwell. Campy with the throw, strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. So 2 down at the plate, lefty Rockwell. Campy with the throw, pitching for a strike. Tag out. That rocket arm of Roy Campanella cuts down the runner. Roy Campanella digging in, trying to do some damage off Leon Day.
I think it's fair to say that Biz Mackey teaching Roy Campanella led to the best catching dynasty in baseball history. Two of the best defensive catchers ever, both great hitters and incredible minds for the game.
That's bat. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 3-0. First and second, one out. Roy Campanella stepping in now. Swings through that one. You know, Campy always gave Biz credit for making him a great defensive catcher. And when the Dodgers honored Campy at an exhibition game in 1959, he called Biz out of the stands to join him on the field. 2 on, 1 out. And a count 1-2.
Yeah, those early years in the Negro Leagues could be grueling for Campy. He said he once caught both ends of 3 double headers in the same day. That's 6 games, Boog. Hard to believe.
Top of the 6th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Roy Campanella. In the air, out towards right center. Smith on the move. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, right field, and that is that. Roy Campanella digging in, trying to do some damage off Leon Day. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. A shot to the opposite field. Swing and a ground ball. Over to Mule. Fine play in the hole for the out. Here's the catcher, Roy Campanella. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Campy had all the tools you needed to be a great catcher. Number one, he was built like a fire plug. They say he weighed 205 pounds when he joined the Elites. He was probably bigger than that. but it was the perfect body type to play catcher. And he had a great arm, a rifle arm, and a quick release. And he threw out a great deal of base runners. It makes me wonder what would have happened had Campy gotten to the major leagues even earlier than what he did. He had already caught for about 9 seasons in the Negro Leagues before he finally gets called up to join the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's a lot of wear and tear on a body, particularly playing that position of catcher. It just makes you wonder. He was already great, but how much greater could he have been if he'd gotten there earlier?
Here's Roy Campanella with a chance to break it open for Baltimore. Bases juiced, no outs. Lined, and that's a base hit. 1 run's in. A second scores as well. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as 2 runs score on the play. Roy Campanella stepping in now. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Roy Campanella was incredible behind the plate. As a rookie with Brooklyn, he threw out almost 67% of stolen base attempts. Nobody's thrown out more than 60% in a full 162-game season since Yadi Molina back in 2005.
Runner steals third, though they get the out on the dropped strike 3. 1 down. And here's the catcher, Roy Campanella. Ground ball left side. 2 out. Back on Campy's defensive brilliance, he led the NL in caught stealing percentage his first 5 seasons and still holds the career record for that stat at almost 60%.
Yeah, I think I could have gotten a bag off of him.
I think you probably could have too, buddy. Campy aboard with a single, and that's 2 hits in the game for him. Roy Campanella digs in now. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So bases all loaded up. Roy Campanella, the next to hit. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Swung on, belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Jackie Robinson stepping in to lead off the 6th for the Monarchs. Drag bunt to the left. Campy's after it. Got it. Campanella shuts down the bunt attempt by Jackie. What a play.
Had the circumstances been a little bit different, Campy likely would have been the first black to play in the major leagues. The Philadelphia Phillies had offered him a tryout, but when the Phillies found out that he was of mixed race, which in this case made him black, they backed away from that notion of signing him. And of course, Roy Campanella would have to wait his turn to get to the major leagues. Branch Rickey had actually set up a meeting with Roy Campanella to talk to him about joining the Dodgers. Roy Campanella declined the offer because he thought that Rickey was talking about the Brooklyn Brown Dodgers, the Negro Leagues team. And when Roy Campanella meets up with Jackie Robinson, he tells him the story, and Jackie says, no, he wants to sign you to the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, Campy had thought he'd blown his opportunity. He sends a telegraph to Rickey. Rickey responds back, and of course, the rest is history. Roy Campanella's first plate appearance in the major leagues, guess what? He got hit. But that was pretty common for those black players when they made their way into the major leagues. The opposing pitchers were going to send them a message. And I think in many ways they were trying to break their will. And Campy got right back in the batter's box and he started swinging. And as I oftentimes said, with those Negro League players, they not only were swinging to play the game, but they were swinging for hope, justice, and civil rights at the same time.
I'ma do all that I gotta do. Go back to my hood. They say that we proud of you. Over the family, we gotta shoot.
And now Roy Campanella digging in, looking to get the Dodgers on the board. On the ground to the left.
Crazy to think the Dodgers demoted Roy Campanella as a rookie after just 3 games. When they called him back up in July, he went 9 for 12 with 2 homers in his first 3 games.
You can kiss it goodbye. Bases loaded, 1 away, and here comes Roy Campanella, hoping to make it a big inning for Brooklyn. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, all due respect to Cal Raleigh's 60 homers in 2025, but Roy Campanella's 1953 is my pick for the best season by a catcher ever. 41 homers, 142 RBIs, and he threw out more than 50% of base stealers while winning the National League MVP award.
No outs, runner at first. Roy Campanella stepping in now. Tap foul at the plate. That 1953 MVP was Campy's second Singy, and he also won in 51 and 55, which were the only years the catcher has won the award in both leagues. Yogi Berra was the AL winner in those seasons. You can kiss it goodbye. Now here is Roy Campanella. Ground ball right side, could be 2. They get 1. The tag, and they got him at second. That's a double play. They limit the damage here. In the air out to center. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there's 1 down.
Campy hit his first walk.
Bases loaded, 1 away, and here comes Roy Campanella, hoping to make it a big inning for Brooklyn. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. A grand slam for Roy Campanella, and Brooklyn breaks it wide open.
Roy Campanella was well on his way to what would become a Hall of Fame career. He was doing everything you could possibly do in this game, and he was absolutely on a tremendous ascent. 3 MVPs already in his career. He hit 242 home runs while driving in 856 runs in only 1,215 games. A sports writer once described Roy Campanella as being indestructible. And on the baseball diamond, he essentially was. But sadly, a tragic car accident left Roy paralyzed and cut short what would still become a Hall of Fame career after only 10 seasons in the major leagues. And in many ways, that accident snatched the soul away from the Dodgers, because that's the presence that Roy Campanella had on that Dodgers team.
I always believe that any professional athlete, to be good, you have to have a little boy in you.
Now, to Campy's credit, he who had always been a very jovial, jolly giant of a man, Campy would say, the only thing that has been damaged is my body, not my mind. And he would use that baseball mind to help teach a lot of young Dodger prospects and players the intricacies of this game. He spent the last 35 years of his life in a wheelchair, but he spent those 35 years giving back what Biz Mackey had given to him, and that was baseball knowledge.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Roy Campanella stepping in now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2. 1 down. Here's the catcher, Roy Campanella. In the air to left center. Turner turns to the right on the move. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs. Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's the catcher to hit, Roy Campanella. First offering, runner goes. This one in the air. Mason under it. And that is that. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Roy Campanella, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
You know, Boog, Roy Campanella's baseball IQ was amazing. He was actually the first black man to manage in integrated baseball. His minor league manager in Nashua, New Hampshire, once got ejected in a tie game, and he chose Roy to manage in his place.
And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. Ripped, but it curls foul. That game can't be managed, Singy. They won it because he had his teammate, the great pitcher Don Newcomb, pinch hit, and he hit a homer. Plus, Campy won the league MVP award that year.
Look at you hitting the research room, Boo.
Backed off the plate that time. On the ground to third. Slings to first in time. Bottom 9. And here's the catcher, number 28. Hit hard on the ground to short. whips it to first. One pitch and one out.
Okay, Boog, ready for the ultimate.
So two in scoring position with one out. Roy Campanella stepping in now.
Ball one.
Gap shot should score at least two. That's back there. One runs in, a second scores as well, and they lead by two. It's a two-run double, and they have the lead. One out man at first. Here's the catcher, Roy Campanella. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Snags it on the run. Two away now. Fouled off left side. 0-1 now. To the right side, Taylor. Throws to first in time. One down. Roy Campanella getting ready to hit. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Ripped to short. Slings to first, and Campanella is set down at first. So two in scoring position with one out. Roy Campanella, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate, and fouled off. Two on, one out. A sliding play at short to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Roy Campanella will hit next.
Ball one.
Line drive, that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by two. One down. Stepping in, Roy Campanella. Swinging a ground ball. Fires to first in time. Campanella now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now a chance for Roy Campanella. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is the inning. So runner at second, two down. Roy Campanella, the next to hit. That one off the mark, ball one. And a big swing and a miss. They're down to their final strike. Now a rip into left center. Ball game. So two in scoring position with one out. Roy Campanella stepping in now.
Ball that's outside.
You know, Boog, Roy Campanella's baseball IQ was amazing. He was actually the first black man to manage an integrated baseball.
No.
His minor league manager in Nashua, New Hampshire, once got ejected in a tie game, and he chose Roy to manage in his place.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 2 on, 1 out. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner around third. The run scores from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Roy Campanella getting ready to hit. Out in front and foul to the left side. That game can't be managed, Singy. They won it because he had his teammate, the great pitcher Don Newcomb, pinch hit, and he hit a homer. Plus, Campy won the league MVP award that year.
Look at you hitting the research room, Boo. Okay, Boo, ready for the ultimate Campy nugget? They made a TV movie about his life, and Ruby Dee played his wife. 24 years earlier, she had played Jackie Robinson's wife, Rachel, in the Jackie Robinson Story, with Jackie playing himself.
That's a serious nugget, Singy. Liner caught at second. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Roy Campanella digs in now. And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out. And that is out of play. In the air, right field. Smith on the move. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. To the plate. Save. On the board first. It's 1-0. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Roy Campanella. Out towards right center field. And that ends the inning. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. And Campanella is set down at first. And that'll do it. 1 down. Roy Campanella will hit next. Swings through that one out in front that time. And a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Roy Campanella. Rip towards third. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. And we're headed to extras. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Campanella stepping in now. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they lead by 2. No outs. Runner at first. Roy Campanella, the next to hit. This one in the air center field. Turner has a beat on it. And there's 1 down. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And in 1 hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double. Man at first, and here's the catcher, Roy Campanella. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball, that's out.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curve. So digging in, Roy Campanella. Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back. Campanella at the plate now. That's ball one. That one is absolutely belted. Hits the top of the wall. Run comes in from second. Fires to second too late. And he's got a double. So 2 down. Now at the plate, Roy Campanella. And that one hammered. Makes the catch up against the wall. And now it's going to be Roy Campanella. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. The 0-1. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Way inside, gets out of the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2 now. And there's a ball. Got him. Now 1 away. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Roy Campanella stepping in now. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, Boog, Roy Campanella's baseball IQ was amazing. He was actually the first black man to manage in integrated baseball. His minor league manager in Nashua, New Hampshire, once got ejected in a tie game, and he chose Roy to manage in his place.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone.